The newest manned weapon in SAC's arsenal to maintain the peace is the supersonic delta-wing B-58 Hustler jet bomber. In one jump, the B-58, built by the Convair Division of General Dynamics, powered by General Electric J-79 turbojet engines, has outstripped the past 50 years of aviation history. Its top speed is as much faster than the speediest previous bomber as that plane was faster than the Wright brothers' original flying machine. A philosophy, an organization, modern weapons, and then men. Trained men to fly these weapon systems, trained by practice of bombing missions without bombs. Directed by SAC, a practice bombing mission, one of thousands, is to be sent from Carswell Air Force Base in Fort Worth, Texas, where the top flight SAC bomber crews are undergoing training.
Till you get the accel points.
Okay, acceleration. Going aft feed transferring.
This crew has almost completed its indoctrination course in the B-58 Hustler. Only a few blanks remain to be filled out on their performance record charts before they will be qualified as a combat-ready crew in the free world's fastest bomber. They are the aircraft commander and pilot, Major Joseph E. Briggs, age 38, 14 years with the Air Force, married, 4 children.
Specified breeding, is that correct?
Raj, completed it.
Defensive Systems Officer, Captain William H. Scanlon, age 31, 10 years in the Air Force, married, 3 children.
We can expect fighter attacks immediately.
Navigator, Captain Walter C. Lyles, age 30, 6 years in the Air Force, married, 1 child.
HR control line.
Each SAC training mission is planned with painstaking care. For every hour they will spend in the air, 1½ hours have been spent in preparation on the ground. Each mile is literally flown on paper before it's flown in the sky. They say in SAC that you're not ready to take off until the weight of the paper equals the weight of the aircraft. This will be a radar bombing. The target, a long-range one, routed over 3,000 miles away. The center of the village square, Deerfield, Massachusetts. Ironically, Deerfield, which is a quiet New England village, has a history of hearing the sounds of freedom's battles. And the memory of those sounds has been preserved in a memorial. One morning in 1704, 50 of Deerfield's residents were killed and hundreds taken away as prisoners. Half the city was burned to the ground. Again, in our country's revolution and in the ensuing years, Deerfield heard the sounds necessary to protect their freedom. Now, Deerfield had been chosen again. This time, there would be no battle attack, no fires, no explosions, but there would be a sound of protection loud enough to be heard by every resident in the village. Deerfield had not been chosen arbitrarily. This city, along with many other radar bomb sites or targets in the United States, was carefully selected because the pattern it makes in the plane's radar scope is similar to that of an actual target in potential enemy territory. The relation of the buildings, the hills, and the houses, even the memorial of Deerfield, creates a similar radar pattern to a possible enemy target city. The bomb they drop on the American target is a harmless electronic beam. It would, of course, be something else if they were flying in anger to a target beyond our borders. To reach their radar bomb-scoring site targets, the SAC crews fly a roundabout course over the United States of several thousand miles to approximate the distance to their actual target. During the latter stages of the flight, they may engage in evasive tactics against U.S. fighter planes of our Air Defense Command, testing their ability to penetrate any possible enemy defense.
Refueling to the south tip of Coates Island, then on up north, back to Coates Island, to our HR control line, our start acceleration point, to our turn point on Lake Huron, to our IP in Lake Ontario, to Target Echo Deerfield, to our turn point, Nashville, Tennessee, Carswell, let down and land.
Okay, well, let me check it one more time. The axis of attack, 117 degrees, Mach 2 at 40,000 feet. Do we have the RBS time?
Roger, our control time is 0800.
Bill, what's our fuel reserve going to be?
We should have 11,000 pounds fuel reserve, provided our wind predictions hold.
Good. Okay, we have the rendezvous, refueling, ECM, gunnery, bomb run, navigation legs, and then home. That should make it complete. Let's go and check the airplane.
Their flight plan has been filed. They've been assigned the code word Tall Man 55 for identification. They've picked up the up-to-the-hour wind and weather reports, purchased their box lunch suppers, and are on their way to their target.
AC, this is Navigator. Your initial heading, 337 magnetic.
Thanks.
On the outskirts of Deerfield, on a vacant lot, is a radar system mounted on top of two adjoining trailers. Inside one of the trailers is a small, dark radar room waiting for the telltale blip on a scope, which means the aircraft is approaching. In the other trailer is a group waiting to communicate with Tall Man 55, as well as track the plane as it enters the target area.
Approaching acceleration point, 600 miles to target. Start acceleration, 30 seconds.
Roger, Walt. Start acceleration checkpoint. 600 miles out at 0722. Let's get it in high gear.
Roger, acceleration checkpoint. Third station going on oxygen.
And the world's fastest bomber accelerates steadily to Mach 2, twice the speed of sound, for its final 600-mile dash to the target, creating and dragging with it a thunderclap of sound.